First thing in the morning, Monday.
First thing in the morning, Monday. GM.
For somebody. It's 8:30 somewhere.
It's 8:30 somewhere. Yeah, we're on a little later today. We're on at 11:30, and we did see you Chompics hanging out at 8:30. We're sorry. We're sorry that you missed the memo. But we are here, and it is Monday, and we have a lot of exciting things to jump into. We're going to do some news. We're going to talk about some interesting metas happening in Farcaster, and then we're going to be talking. Oh, Bert is listening on his walk. Are you walking and talking is my question. Yeah, so we're going to get started, and we'll be back in just 40 seconds. Welcome to GM Farcaster, bringing you everything from breaking news to spicy memes to the deep lore shaping this vibrant digital community. More than just a show, GM Farcaster is your digital third space where the community connects, the stories unfold, and the culture thrives. Whether you're a daily caster or just dropping by, we've got the latest buzz to keep you plugged in. So grab your coffee and let's dive in with your hosts, Nanish Prof and Adrian, for another episode of GM Farcaster. GM Farcaster. It is Monday, May 12th, and you are here with Nanish Prof and Adrian for 29 minutes of Farcaster news to start your day. And then I think Ted's going to be popping by, and we're going to talk about CastOut, and we're going to announce the first challenge, and I'm super excited. And I need to tweet this really quick. And we are live in all the places. Please make sure you retweet, recast, share. Did we cast? Did we tell everybody we're live? Okay, good.
We did.
Okay, good. I'm so off today. I have been very busy this morning finishing up some things for CastOut. I am definitely a little preoccupied, but we've got some news to talk about first before we get to that. So let's dive in. And this is from Brad Q, who keeps us on track with 29 seconds of Farcaster news. By the way, you can subscribe to that and get that into your inbox. 29 seconds of Farcaster. What did you miss this weekend? This should have been a 29-second walk and talk, quiet weekend, but notable exceptions like Matthew releasing Far Poker, which I just saw right before we jumped on. GM Farcaster released the Fred Wilson FarCon interview, and Chime released Acid Test number 3 for FarCon New York. 2 great resources for improving your FC account. V cast a video of him reviewing 10 FC accounts that is full of valuable insight. And Jay Frenetto took Kate Cornish's 7-part challenge for FC accounts to lose the spam label and grow, and created a mini app. All of these we're going to be sharing shortly. Ted offered some hard truths that spurred a lot of discussion and could stir more good convo, if not forgotten. This week in mini apps with Linda featured pay-per-view, and Adrian and Nanish Prof going West Coast friendly time at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, and CastOut starts today. Thank you, Brad Q, for that amazing summary. That is always so helpful. A couple other things. This final reminder from V. Hubs are going away soon. If you're running hubs, please DM Dynamite, DYNEMYTE, because we want to make sure that you move over to Snapchain. So make sure you do that. Yeah, Dynamite. Love that. Great handle. I regret all my life choices when I see somebody's really good handle, and I'm like, oh, should have done something like that. Woj.
You're worth more than your handle.
Thank you. Worth more than my handle. From Woj, new on Warpcast, mini app notifications, grouping, and disabling. So new notifs still go to the top of the priority stack, but take only 1 slot per app versus taking over your whole page. Also, if an app feels like too much, for you. You can disable the notifications straight from the settings page. Shout out to Alves, Tiago, and Warpcast admin and Phil and other devs who push mini app notifs to the limits. Yeah, you think? Just a little bit. This is all your fault. Board touch is something we hear often. So, you know, I'm sure Boardutch is perfect for load testing of all the things, including just Farcaster in general. So thank you, Boardutch. Thank you for your service. This from Bryce. Maybe. Come on. Here we go. All right. Yeah, it's gonna be that kind of day. I can feel it. Say Gmonad to Clanker to deploy a Monad testnet token. Spend your testnet mon to buy your favorites. Connect to the mini app by clicking your profile on the top right. Add the mini app and we'll notify you when we add a sell button. Monad Clanker deploy clank clank. I still haven't figured out where my mon tokens are because they're not in my Warplet. So I'm not sure. I'm assuming that they're in my main account.
Oh.
So I haven't had time to figure this out, but you deployed one, correct?
Yes, but you don't need, I don't think you actually spend your own mon to deploy.
Oh, really?
You can
okay.
buy them with your mon token because
yeah, I was looking.
I didn't
to
approve
buy,
anything
and I couldn't.
with this.
I couldn't do it with my Warplet, so I have to figure out where.
I have mon in my Warplet. I've used it to mint. I deployed a mon clanker, but then I didn't actually buy any of it or do anything with it.
Okay.
So because I wasn't sure how.
Okay. All right. So we have some learning to do. But I assume that you go into the frame, like view clanker, and buy it there, I would assume. But because then it's asking my preferred wallet. So it's probably, if I do it maybe with my preferred wallet, it'll let me. I'm not sure.
I couldn't figure out how to connect my wallet.
Yeah, that's where I'm having a problem too. I'm getting connect wallet to place trade and it's not letting me. So we have a few little bugs, but and also all the images look like that.
Where's my squirrel?
Yeah, your squirrel's not there. It's this, and I don't know why. So
I think Clanker is sad.
Clanker
was like
Clanker's had a rough week. It's only been a week.
Yeah, someone go check on him.
Go check on Clanker. He is a little sad. I noticed that too. I mean, literally, if you look at his responses, he seems a little sad.
Like a little melancholic. Is a little down.
Like I think at one point he actually used the word melancholy.
Maybe that's where I got it.
I'm a little concerned. About you, Clanker. We're a little worried. This from V. Okay, this is going to be one of those things today. 1 second while I fix some things. I'm going to get rid of some stuff and hopefully this will free up some memory to act normal.
While you're doing that, you want me to cover some breaking news?
Wow, what's breaking news? Yes.
Okay, so Matcha now supports limit orders.
No, on base.
On base, guys? I assume so.
I gotta go do limit orders. Wow. We knew this day would
How many days? 170 some?
170. I don't know. We got to go look. I got to go find his last one. Hold on. That's amazing. It, you know, I am so impressed with the Esta Crypto's just tenacity, unbelievable tenacity. It's been quite impressive. So congratulations, Yesta Crypto.
I can't even imagine anything I could do for 170 days straight. 176 days.
I know, that's incredible.
Of trolling the Matcha account.
Incredible.
We're gonna miss it.
I know. I don't want you to stop. Maybe they'll hire you to just keep doing things for them. Yeah, 178 days. This was today's. And also every single one was different. Like, yeah, it was incredibly impressive. So, congratulations. You've worked hard. You've earned it. I hope they appreciate what you've done. Um, all right, moving on. This from V. What makes base and 6 other change? Nice. What makes an account inauthentic? We're considering a new labeling system for inauthentic accounts. These accounts, often incorrectly called bots, will be hidden from like counts and other metrics in Warpcast. Inauthentic accounts give real people the ick because they're clearly trying to get value for their account at the expense of everyone else on the network. We're looking for input from the community on behaviors that make an account inauthentic. It's important that the behavior is specific and deterministic, like follows 100 plus users in 5 minutes, has the same PFP as 1,000 other accounts, tags 100 plus users asking them to follow back. Yeah, I really hate that. Please avoid suggestions that are subjective or hard to evaluate. Post pictures copied from the internet, hard to evaluate, post slop or uninteresting content, subjective. We will use these rules to guide our machine learning model to find inauthentic accounts quickly. The actual model may look at many more facts than just these rules, but they will be a good starting point. So, any thoughts on this, Adrian? This is kind of a new approach to what we sometimes refer to as spam, but can be other things. So, I think this is
Um,
interesting.
my the I don't know how you feel. It's not been overly bothering me, so I haven't, like,
Mm,
noticed so much of an uptick in authentic accounts. The ones I've noticed more frequently are the copy pasting of other people's
yeah,
content. Like, it's just y
straight
word for
up.
word verbatim.
Yeah.
So,
Somebody did that with
that's
Brad
annoying.
Q, like, in the past week with a couple and I'm
It ha
like, "This is straight up Brad Brad's content." I'm like,
I
"What
see
is
it,
going on?"
yeah, it's,
Yeah.
so that's kind of annoying, and I don't know how easy that is to feed into a model quickly, like, you'd need access to the hub data, right, like, to know that something
Yeah.
was copied. I mean, it's doable, I just don't know if that's what he was looking for, but that was the feedback I gave. Generally, I'm happy to see that they keep trying to make quality content on the network. I appreciate the transparency that they do share. I know they go back and forth with like how much transparency, the more transparent you are, then the bots will always be one step ahead. I know we're not talking
Right.
bots, but
Yeah.
whatever. But no concerns with this approach. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had periods of time where you can feel, um I mostly call them engagement farmers, where they're kinda taxing your time, with questions that are easily answered elsewhere, things like that. I can't explain it though, but I don't know how to capture that in a metric that can be measured,
Right.
but I know it when
I
I see it kinda
I don't
thing.
like the yeah, and I guess I am
Yeah.
seeing it uptick also in the amount of quote casts.
Yeah.
That's a reply, so it's like,
Right.
you it's one thing to quote cast because you wanna send something to your followers and
Yeah.
branch the conversation and maybe slightly change it, but I cast a lot of questions because 'cause I'm an engagement farmer, and it's worked well for me so far. So, sometimes I'll ask a question in my said engagement farming, and then people like to quote cast answering me. Don't do that,
Yeah.
and then ask me back a question, and that feels like a heavy tax, and I've been ignoring them. So,
Yeah. So there you go.
and soon and I have not blocked anyone, but I may. I may do my first block.
I might have to. I only have one real block. I've had others that were like bots and things like that that I've blocked. This was fun to see from Fred Wilson. Hi, casters. I posted the talk that DWR and I did at FarCon to avc.xyz this morning. So you can take a look and you can watch it right in the app. So you can just jump right into the Paragraph Mini app and you'll see the video embedded in there as well as on all the Farcaster, GM Farcaster channels. So very exciting. So that was nice to see. Thanks for posting that, Fred.
Fred Wilson's talk has already it's only been out for 2 days, 3 this is the
Yeah,
3rd day, and it is already our most watched long
yeah,
form video. So, how do you
which I
like
am not
how do you
surprised.
like that?
I like them
People
apples. I am not surprised whatsoever, because it is I've said this in all the places. If you watch one thing from FarCon, even if you were there, go back and watch this because it's really, really good.
It's so good.
This also coming out from FarCon. Here it is. This is from Chime. A very special FarCon NYC episode of Acid Test is out now, featuring over 40 interviews with many of you on the ground in Brooklyn, NYC. P.S. Everyone I spoke to is on the split, which is so cool. Every mint puts ETH USDC in your pocket if you're featured on the show. So that is really fun. I haven't had a chance to listen to this yet. Have you?
I did.
Yet? Oh, how
Yes.
was it?
It's so fun.
I'm so
Everybody should
excited.
listen. It first of all, you'll recognize everybody on, so it feels like hanging out with friends. It's all like you get the background news of FarCon, so like there's music in it. It's just like it's really well done. Tons of like good energy. It was like a fun listen.
I gotta go and give that a listen while I'm doing some other stuff this afternoon. It was really fun to chat with him. We were in the bunk bed room at the crazy after.
Say more.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, in the crazy
The
place that
cabin, like the camp
Phil did that
room.
thing, the camping room. Yeah,
Yeah,
at this after party in
the
this
bunk.
crazy place. So we're in this, like, sitting on a wooden bench in the bunk bed room. Like,
It's amazing.
it was so funny.
I
You
did
might
not
have
get a
been.
chance to meet
Were
him.
you in the camper? Oh, he never found you? Oh, because I sent him
No,
off
I
to
never
you.
met him. So it's interesting. So Acid Test is a new show of his, and he built a whole mini app with mints, and it's really well done.
Yeah, incredible. Listened to the first one. I have not got to this one yet, but it's really good. So go give it a listen.
I'm using his
This
app. By the way, I was like, how do we not have a GM Farcaster
I
app?
know.
How?
I ask
Samuel
yourself.
Huber.
Why are you asking me?
I'm asking Samuel Huber, who told me he would do it.
Is this your thing?
I'm not. We're gonna do it.
You're
It's
the
on my.
tech
It's gonna
person.
happen.
You're the
But I
tech
have.
person on this show.
I know. I'm gonna do it.
Why are you putting it on me?
I've been
That's
thinking,
funny
you know,
though.
the meme of all the like the mom with the kid and all the in the water and all the little
Yes.
drowning like
Yes.
children and
That's our mini
um
apps on the bottom.
the mini app is on the bottom with 3 other side projects, and I have a new
Archon,
side project that came
CastOut,
up this
the
weekend,
bot,
and I was like, oh,
the cloneroid. We need more. We're gonna have more kids than just the 3. But absolutely, yeah, the mini apps on the floor. Dead.
um,
But we'll get there. It'll happen.
it's
It'll happen, I swear. This is V. Here's me reviewing some FC profiles and telling people how to improve their engagement. And this is super useful. He went through specific profiles and had some great suggestions. So if you are, I think everyone should listen to this, but especially if you feel like you don't have enough follower, whatever, issue that you feel you're having, you're not getting enough engagement, or that you're getting labeled as spam or anything like that, go give this a listen. This is coming directly from B. So this is coming directly from the person who labels people as spammers. So go listen to what he has to say.
yeah, trustworthy source.
Trustworthy source. You're never going to get a better critique. This from JP Frenetto. A few weeks ago, Kate Cornish wrote a 7-part series of writing about Farcaster onboarding. Incredible stuff. I saw it and thought this could be a mini app. So this is the mini app. Thoughts, feedback. She will share it formally on Monday. So let's consider that as a deadline, which would be today. So if you have any, if you want to check this out and have any feedback, go do that ASAP, because apparently they're finalizing some things, but very cool. So especially if you are, again, another opportunity, if you feel like you've been labeled as spam or shadow banned or whatever thing you're feeling, go check this out. It's super helpful. And thanks to all who do fun things like this. This was really cool. A map of the cloud predicted the Pope. I love that Balaji quote-casted this, but this was Leonard in Network States. Before the conclave, Bocconi ran a network conclave sim, graph theory only, no AI, no divine signals. Divine signals, many many interpretations of that. They surfaced Robert Prevost as a top node. Days later, Pope Leo the 14th. Eigenvector status, betweenness, info flow, coalitions, emergent power. The Vatican didn't run this, the network did. Leadership emerges from structure, not hierarchy. Forget hierarchy, observe the graph. This reminded me of the different graphs that KBC used to do, and thinking about different connections and different networks. And again, this to me, like I said this last week, but Conclave is just a DAO, and this proves it. You can take it to network state, but it's the same thing. But that is really interesting because he was not mentioned anywhere. You saw people mentioning the top likely popes. He was never mentioned. Like, not once did I see him mentioned. And this is, if you had looked at this, you would have. So very interesting. Yeah. Any thoughts? I just thought this was very cool. Very cool to see.
No,
The network.
I didn't even see this.
So cool. So
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah. It's just very cool. And he's this one right here. And he's like the biggest node on here, one of the biggest ones. So
And is this all based on kind of internet data? Like,
I
is it
think it's
Twitter stuff? Is it like mentions
more
of
than that.
names?
No, I think it's more other types of connections between them as well. So go give it a look. It's really interesting. Very interesting. Okay, moving on. Henlo, I'm Guinness. 13.5 years young, raised by my mama Debbie. I forgot to follow. New follow. This is my first time on the internet and on chain. Mom is still teaching me how to interact with humans online, but I'm a quick learner. Follow me. I'm hoping to learn some new tricks soon. And apparently, you got tipped by a dog. So just got 25 cents from a dog. It's something you only hear on Farcaster. It's amazing how often you can hear that. So this is really funny. Yes, so the dog tipped you 0.25. I guess because it was Mother's Day. And is Guinness Dog an AI or
Yes.
actually?
yes.
Okay, interesting.
Guinness
Interesting.
Dog is an
I
AI.
haven't dove into this. So
It's Debbie's new project. I mean, it's Debbie's dog. Sorry, I
Debbie's
didn't mean to
dog.
offend the dog. Guinness is her dog, and I didn't even tag Guinness. I was like tagging Debbie on something else, and Guinness is observing all of our casts and liked it and
Oh,
sent me 25 cents. Real money.
real money. Amazing.
This dog is tipping people. And
The
then
dog
Debbie
is tipping.
DM'd because she was surprised. She didn't know that that's what they were gonna do.
Oh, that's funny. All right. So the dog is operating on their own. That is really funny. I like that they tagged your kiddos too. So that's kind of funny. Amazing. And so dogs are out here tipping, and I'm just like, every time I look at my dog, I'm like, do something. Go make some money. Your treats are expensive. Go do something.
I know
Contribute to the household.
my dog is not even on chain yet.
Yeah,
So
contribute to the
lazy. I mean,
household. So
I've coined
lazy.
her. I've coined her, of course, but does
I
that
haven't
count?
coined him. I mean, he's just not interested at all. He's not interested in crypto. I don't know if you played this mini word yet, but I love this from B. He's got to be cheating. Sloke apparently got it in 10 seconds, which I find that hard to believe. This is the mini crossword, which is really fun. I just saw this for the first time. I guess it had been around for like 10 days, and I had just seen it for the first time. Really fun, very cute, and I suck at it, which I've discussed before that I'm really bad at word games.
Yeah, I like the word games.
Yeah,
I used to play the mini
bad at
app
them.
or the mini word one in the New York Times and enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't played this, and if I told you why, it would say something about my psychology
Why?
that I'm not sure I want people to know. Someone casted, was it Link? I can't remember. Someone casted and said you should open it in the web app because you'll get a better score. Like it's faster. It's like faster to type and probably click around than on mobile.
Okay.
And I wasn't at my desktop, so I wouldn't open it because
So you didn't want to open it.
I didn't want to open up
Oh
and get
my
a slow
God.
score. So
That's
do
funny.
that, you know,
There you go.
now.
Well, now you can go
So
check
now
it
I won't
out.
play with that. Now I
Yep,
won't play with that app. Sorry.
it is fun, I have to say. It is cute, it's fun, it's very similar to, yes, the mini crossword. But the timer does start when you hit start. So don't hit start unless you're ready. So I'm not gonna do it right now. But it is fun, and go see if you can beat Sloke in 10 seconds. He's gotta be cheating. I agree, V. He's gotta be cheating. There's no way.
So
Uh,
many games. Remember when mini apps
so
were
many
just coming
games.
out and there was
So
one
many
game?
games. Do you have any like one of the hardest things for this cast out has been trying to decide which games, as opposed to previous cast outs where it was like, please give me games, or it was
Pass the
begging.
yoink and hot
Pass
potato
the potato.
was
Hot potato. That was good. Hot
mhm.
potato was fun. All right, we've got a couple more things, and then we are going to jump into all things cast out. And I think Ted will be joining us around noon. This was the big meta happening on the timeline. We have Jeff posted this, Jeff XYZ. Jeff, how old are you? Me, this is my high school cell phone. And this sparked some interaction. Some people kind of liked this. So apparently he found this like hanging around and just decided to cast it. This led to Dan, cell phone senior year. This was his cell phone, which led to Cassie's. Cassie, how old are you? This is my high school cell phone, by the way. Love it. Love the sparkle. Absolutely love the sparkle. Which led to Adrian. How old are you? This is my high school phone. We're now removing the word cell.
I removed the word cell. This is the Swatch phone. I don't know if
This
anyone
is
had the Swatch
amazing.
phone. It was but I don't know if you remember this, if anyone, the
I don't.
base of the phone doubled as a second phone. So underneath it, you was
Oh,
another
like a speakerphone.
earpiece.
It was an earpiece. Oh, really?
Like not like you could hold it up so
Like so
so
two
you
people, you
could
could be like conference call, like three-way
yes.
call, but you're in the same
Your
room together.
girlfriend could be in your room and you call your boy like the boys you have a crush on
Yep.
and one's quiet like one can quietly listen in or talk and you can have like a party line.
This is hilarious.
Someone
Uh,
knows what
I love it. I love it. This was my high school phone. Literally,
I
this
how
one.
long was the cord?
So long. This was hanging. This one was in our kitchen, and the cord was so long you could go from the kitchen into the living room, which was the next room over, and sit like on the like it was you could, and you have to every once in a while undo it and drop it and hold it down and let it unspin because it would get
Yes.
all twisted up. So yeah. So also, yeah, this is my high school phone. And then this was hilarious, my cell phone
Mhm.
through high school. I was like, yes, cat cartel. Yes, also, yes. We actually use payphones. In college, I had like a calling card, and that's how I called home because we did not have phones in our
Yeah.
rooms. They were
That's
like down the hall. Yeah. It was crazy. Craziness.
we had
Um,
phones. I had a phone in my dorm room.
I think you know
I
what, now
don't
that I think about it, I think I did, but it didn't have long distance on it or something weird.
right, so then we
So
had calling cards.
I had to go use
Yes.
the calling card at the payphone. So I remember that. It was a little like
Okay.
phone booth.
I can
So,
still
yeah.
remember this. You remember the smell of phone booths?
Yes. Ugh.
I'm triggering myself.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
Meta
Ted,
David,
1-800
1-800
collect.
collect, pick me up. Do you know what that means?
I mean, I'm assuming you're calling somebody collect and telling them to pick you up.
But it's a loophole
Right.
to get out of paying for the collect call. So when you don't
Say
have a
who's calling.
quarter so, hey,
Yes.
I'll just tell the kids a story about these payphones. You put a quarter in, and then you can make a local call, and you had about 60 seconds or 3 minutes to talk, and then after that 3 minutes was up, it'd be like, and, you know, the operator would come on and tell you to add more money. But anyway, if
It's
you had no
so
money,
funny.
you could do a collect call, and you could dial some, you know, you would and then that would charge the person who's picking up, but it would be way, way more expensive. So when your parents dropped you off at the mall and it was time to pick you up, instead of saying, you know, it's like they ask you to record your name
Yep.
to say, so instead of saying your name, you just quickly say, pick me up. And then that's your way of telling your parents you want to be picked up without having to pay.
Without having to pay. I just always had the dime with me. You needed a dime. That's why
Mm.
dropping a dime on somebody, that's where that comes from. You're putting a dime in the payphone.
Oh,
You're dropping a dime.
didn't
Yeah.
I thought it was a dime bag.
No, you're dropping a dime on
No,
somebody
you're
means you're
dropping a
turning them in.
dime.
You're turning them in. Yeah.
Hmm.
You're turning
All
turning
right.
turning them in. Yeah. So that happened. So Jeff, yes, Les LM the high school cell phone thing caught on, just stumbled upon it in a junk drawer. The power of QC is wild here. I will say that. When we like a meta, we really like a meta.
There
So
was nothing but phones and
nothing
phone
but
meta
phones.
yesterday.
Nothing
Not
but phone.
everybody posted.
Wait,
Everyone
that's
loves
not
to post a
true.
phone.
That's not true.
Mm.
There was also walk and talks. There was also walk and talks.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, we are not listening to these, but I just want to shout out Nick because this is Walk and Talks 27. He's been doing this for a while. This time he had a friend with him. And then all of a sudden, all these other guys decided they were also going to walk and talk. So the whole feed is like this. The walk and talk happening. So we have Dan. Dan did a couple that were
Mhm.
pretty interesting. He did one on stable coins also. Then there was TLDR did one, Dylan did one. There was a bunch. So this was funny from Ted. First, every man made a blog. Then every man made Twitter threads. Next, every man made a podcast. Now every man will make a walk and talk video. It's true. And then Keckers has some advice for your walk and talks. Put a title on top that lets people know roughly what it's about. Keep and hold it for the first 2 to 5 seconds. Captions are non-negotiable. And I think you can see that from this. He does his little walk and talk 27, but also you could add a little bit more detail here. Dan did good with the captions. That was helpful, and a little detail at the top here. So there you go. And
Okay.
but also, can I just say my favorite walk and talk? Xerox designer.
Looking good.
Looking good. Best looking man in crypto.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. There he is. It's adorable. So funny.
Can I say something to all the walk and talkers?
Sure, please do.
Okay. They're
No,
probably not
first
listening
you have
because
to
they're
get up and
busy.
you gotta get up and
Because they're
walk.
busy. They're probably not listening because they're busy walking and talking.
They're walking and talking. They're taking a walk right now.
I saw a lot of critiques of walk and talk, and probably just because, like, there were
Mhm.
just so many all at once, so anytime something new happens, people just, like, have, like, the knee-jerk rejection to anything new. Um, I just wanna say, I think it's takes a lot of, like, courage and bravery to put yourself out on video, like, anytime you're doing something new, and, so good on you guys. It's all guys. I just that is
All
gendered.
guys.
That's a gendered guys. I'm using because I know guys is non-gendered. But good on you guys for being vulnerable and courageous. And I'm actually
Agree.
being serious. I do not,
Yeah,
yeah, no
I
critique
agree.
and play around. And I think it's great to see all the different formats. And I don't watch them because I'm a reader and a scroller. I'm like not a TikToker. Anyway.
But I do think it's smart to do. I have enjoyed Nick's over the past 27 walk and talks. Um, I think Gary Vee has done this for years where he'll just do this on his way into the office or whatever. So it's not new, but it's kind of fun to see people experimenting with it. And if it vibes for you and it's a good way to capture some thoughts, I think go ahead and do it. Also, if you're smart, you'll do it and you have a beta option with the Coinbase wallet. I'd probably do it over there. Just in case. It might give
I
you more of a bump. I think it doesn't matter
don't
where
think
you
it
post it,
matters where you post it.
but
And if you go to the Coinbase wallet, they are really featuring
yeah.
uploaded videos. Like,
Yeah.
so if you want distribution, like you better be videoing.
In portrait
Damn it.
in portrait yeah, in
Yes.
portrait mode, which we are so bad at. We are very,
Which
very bad at.
I guess
Okay.
I guess the answer is we'll be walking and talking.
I guess so. I don't think I'll be walking and talking, but I might like sit somewhere nice and talk or something.
This is
By
true.
the way,
Arjun,
sorry, go ahead.
we're both.
Oops. Where was it? Go ahead. I'm sorry,
Oh,
I
I
lost
got
it.
shout out Arjun,
Yes,
who is the
Arjun.
OG, who is an OG walker and talker.
Yep. We love Arjun.
Bravo.
And then I didn't know this. 0x Designers Walk and Talk was my flock-in request. That's amazing. So flock-in is like Farcaster Cameo, where you can request videos, and I still haven't been able to get it to work right, Mike. So I gotta reach out to you and get that figured out. But like you can do like, somebody can request, say happy birthday.
Is that Mike's app?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to
pretty
use
cool.
it. I'll do it.
Go check it out.
Okay.
All right. We are going to shift gears into cast out mode. I was hoping that Ted was going to get here in time, but she is not here. So we're going to start without her. But I'm going to do one quick little thing. We're going to do a quick little outro, and then we are going to restart. And this will just make it easier editing for me later. So we're going to be back. We're going to reset, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. Okay, we're back. And we have a very special guest who we're going to bring up to the stage right now. Ted's here. Ted is joining us for the launch of CastOut, and at noon every day this week and next week through Monday through Thursday, we are going to have a CastOut show at noon. We decided just to roll in from the news show into this for today, and so excited to launch this next season, CastOut Lil Island. And I do want to shout out before we start our sponsors for CastOut. The prize pool sponsors are Lil Nounstow, Octon, and Purple, putting 3 ETH into the prize pool, and then DGen, who is our rewards sponsor. So rewards challenges will be giving out some DGen. And Ted, the winner of Crypto the Game, is here to launch this with us, who also played in the very first CastOut. So welcome. We're so excited to have you here.
I'm so excited to be here. It's funny. The first, guys, I don't know if the viewers know this, but the first season of CastOut, my backstabber is actually right above me.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
My backstabber. I so wish I had the OJs ready to go right now. I would love a little backstabber. I didn't know. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Forgive and forget.
No, totally. It's a game. It's a game. I think people forgot that we were leaning it. Oh, well, you have to play into the drama during the game, but after the game, it's just a game.
It's just a game. That's so funny. So Adrian made it into the finals of the very first CastOut with Toady Hawk winning. And but Ted was hang on there as long as you can, but she had a target on her back from day one because she was a Crypto the Game finalist. So they were coming for you right from the beginning. There was just no way. There was no way. That's why that was one of the reasons that there was a couple of reasons that I shifted it to more of a tribe game in the second season, because I felt like that part of it was more fun for people than the individual part. So that's why I wanted to keep that going longer. And it feels less personal. Take it less personally. And then Garrett was our second winner in the season 2. So this information might be useful to you at some point. So, it's good. Just thought I'd mention it. So if you are one of the players, we announced the players today. I'm very excited. So let me share that with everybody because it's fun to see who signs up. We had a few people I could not accommodate. They kind of applied late but I have like 2 tribes already ready for the next one. So, which is fun. And the goal of CastOut is to show off as many things that are happening on Farcaster as we can. So we'll see how that all plays out over the next few days. And so here it is. CastOut Little Island starts today at noon ET. We'll officially launch on GM Farcaster, and we'll share the first challenge, which I'm going to do in just a few minutes. Thank you to our sponsors, which have already done. Let's meet our tribes. We have the Lils. We have a couple tribes from Lil Nouns. Lils and Lil Sock Gang, to just distinguish the two. Purple, DV, which is DGen Veteran. Cast Me Outside, which that was the name picked by Burberry and her crew. Good News, which is the Good News Studio, Rachel W. And Maya and Lil Fun, which has a couple Lil Nouners on it, and I needed another name. So first up, the Lil Nouns tribe, we have Zal, Pip, 0x Samir, Tree Girl, and Chompix. Chompix,
That's
I know
a
you're in
great
the
tribe.
audience. Great
That's a
tribe.
great tribe.
So we got all new players for CastOut, but there are some gaming ringers in there, and at least one played Crypto the Game. So Chompix, it's all on you, buddy. The second team, Lil Sock Gang, is Mike Good, Fatty But Happy, Index Card, Sasquatch, and Bix Fight. So this one's going to be interesting. You got Sasquatch, who's a former pro esports player. You got a couple artists in here. That could be useful. We got Index Card, who can vibe code, and Bix Fight, who is infamous from the game. With
That was
tenacity that is unmatched.
That was one of the wildest storylines in Crypto the Game. But they can't do that in CastOut.
Was
No.
Bix Fight, was she the one who kept buying back in?
Yes.
Like getting eliminated and then buying back in?
She got eliminated.
Yeah.
She won her way back in one time. And then the other time she kept buying back in and kept getting voted out. And it was actually really amusing. Yeah, you can't buy your way back in. So you're going to have to do it with skill. Purple. So we've got a purple tribe, all members of Purple. Kyle Patrick, C. Corella, Jackie, Icetoad.eth, and Odd Job. And there's no one who knows more about Farcaster than this tribe. This may or may not come in handy. We'll see. And of course, if there's an origami challenge, Odd Job has got it locked up. Spoiler alert, there's no origami challenge. But if there was, he would have it. He was the one doing the origami DGen hats, and they were incredible. I ended up with one myself. This is our next tribe is we have a CastOut veteran and actual veteran in the DGen veterans tribe. So we've got DGen veteran, Z Willow, Janica, the dude, and Offline. And DGen veteran is the one who likes to rock some socks. So I was like, I don't know. He might end up voting for Lil Sock Gang. Who knows? If he gets out. Then we have Cast Me Outside. This is, let me tell you, these are some players. These guys they come to play, and they play hard. We've got JC, Warp Cost, Plants NFT, aka Catwalk, the king of the catwalk, Tracy It, and Burberry. So a couple of CastOut veterans. JC and Burberry both played before. And I literally spent a lot of time looking through Farcade games where JC was not at the top of the leaderboard. I think I managed it. I think I found one. So we're ready for today. We've got the Good News tribe with Rachel W., Amelie, our friend from the library, Jesse Jean, Jesse Fries, Red Cat, aka Brock, and Big Bear Mama. And we've got Jesse has played before, and Brock is a gamer. He's the one who created the Boragon Trail, which we used in CastOut last time. So, you know, couple of good ones here. And Rachel's a great yapper, but that may or may not be helpful.
Yeah.
That's not really that helpful this time.
Sometimes it can be helpful. And
Sometimes
most
it's
of
helpful.
the time it doesn't help you out.
It doesn't help. And then we have the Maya tribe: Asha, Alitak, Anamali, Milibu, and Yatima. And they're newbies to CastOut, but they're in a less friendly time zone, but they are ready to just be vampires, is what they've said. They're just going to go into vampire mode and be awake and be ready to go. And then our last tribe, I'm just calling it Lil Fun. I gave them the option to change the name. They haven't given me one yet. So we have John Ruth, Natalie Crew, Genuine Jack, Aomide, and Dummy.eth. Dummy did play last time, and he was pretty good, especially in basketball. So we got a couple little nowners and Dummy, who's a CastOut veteran. So this is going to be an interesting tribe as well. So we are ready to go. This is going to be the new player buff. I got to get it out to everybody. And I'm excited. So Ted, you probably know more than anyone about playing games like this. As the winner of season 3 Crypto the Game, what is your advice to the players?
My advice is always atypical. I'm always like, just have fun. I'm like, make the most of it, have fun, make new friends. But I feel like because they joined as tribes, they're already friends. And so it's a little bit
Some are
different.
and some aren't.
Okay.
Some are a mixed group, or some are, maybe they're all in purple, but they may not know each other well. So still an opportunity. Yeah.
Just remember, it's a social game as much as it is a tactical game. So that would be my advice. I think Toady did that the first year. I was just like, let's just have fun. I didn't really like play it as too much of a social game, but that can bring you far. Also practice the game. Practice whatever experience, mini app, etc. you think it could be.
Yep, for sure. And speaking of, are you ready for the first challenge? You ready to hear about the first challenge?
I'm ready.
Are you guys ready in the comments section, in the chat? Are you ready for the first challenge?
Was there a Polymarket guessing what the game is going to be?
There's no Polymarket on it. But speaking of, I believe TLDR will be with us tomorrow to talk about a little something. So we'll see. Speaking of Polymarket. Okay, Chompix is ready. Chompix is ready. All right, here we go. Here is your first challenge.
CastOut is back. First, we had CastOut the beta, CastOut Meme Coin Island followed, and now welcome to CastOut Little Island, sponsored by Lil Nouns. CastOut Little Island begins May 12th. 9 days, 8 tribes, 40 players, and 1 sole survivor. Maybe. Welcome to CastOut Lil Island's first challenge, Flappy Nouns. Each player will play Flappy Nouns and cast their best score by 9 p.m. Eastern, May 12th. All 5 scores from the tribe mates are averaged for the tribe score. Tribe with the best average wins 50,000 DGen, 5,000 each. No immunity or elimination this round. Thank you to all our sponsors for CastOut: DGen, Purple, Octon, and of course, Lil Nouns DAO for CastOut Lil Island. We're so excited to bring this to you, so get ready to outwit, outplay, and outcast. Let's go.
So here we go. Flappy Nouns it is. This is a brand new Farcade game. It just came out, I think, like a week ago or something, as part of a challenge. And I played it. I'm awful at it. I'm also awful at Flappy Bird in general. I don't know why, but it's really cute. It's really fun. There's multiple settings, so you can play different noun heads and different pipes. So you can check out and see which one's better, might practice a little bit. You can only post one score. So once you post your score, you're done. So make sure it's your best score. So one score, post one
I'm like
score.
trying to think how that works, but you can play like multiple
You can play
times.
as many times as you want.
You just that's rough, because then if you're like, oh, I think this is the highest I can get. Like the one thing about Crypto the Game is that you could see everybody else's score. So like at one game we were like, somebody cheated, they got 300, and then we were like, oh no, it's actually quite easy to get 300.
You can do it.
We're like, they cheated, and then we were like, oh no, we all need to get above 300. So the stat is almost like more of a mental game than, in addition to having to play the game.
Yeah. So I would say take a look at the leaderboard, see like where things end up, and figure out how you can. So I don't want to take it on the leaderboard because other people can play. So you're going to need to share your score, share the one score that you feel confident about, and that's going to be the one that you that gets put into your team average. So that's the way we're going to do it. And good luck. Good luck, all.
Good luck.
It's going to be so fun. It's going to be fun.
Did we have, last season, was there a Flappy Bird game?
No, we've never done a Flappy Bird one. No, we did something else. We did the basketball one. We've done, and we did Yoink, but Yoink is currently not operational. So I was hoping that Horsebacks might switch that up, but it didn't end up happening in time. So we've never done Flappy Bird before. But there was, I think Crypto the Game did. Like the first, was it the second one or the first one? Ted, did you have to play Flappy Bird for your second season, or was it maybe it was first season? There was one season where there was
first
Flappy
season.
Bird.
I didn't do Flappy Bird.
Okay.
I don't think, because we were still in like way too primitive of frames.
Yeah.
We did the basketball one and the maze one.
Oh, right. Okay. Yep. And then last time it was pinball and what was the other one? There was one other thing.
Oh, for Crypto the Game?
The brick breaker.
Oh, wait, Crypto the Game, we never did Flappy Bird. Maybe it was season one. I never did season one though.
Yeah. So Amide, you're going to share it publicly as a cast, and then you can drop that cast into your island, your group DC. But I'll make sure that everyone's aware. As soon as I get off of this stream, I'm going to be making sure to share all of this in your group chats to make sure everybody's clear on the rules. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, it does? I tried that and it wasn't working for me. Okay. Maybe I tried the wrong one. I'll go check it out. All right. And with that, everybody, that's it. So Ted, too early for predictions, but I think you had some good advice. Have fun is the best advice. Have fun. Can I delete all of those? Chompings, if you played before, it only counts if you play today. So don't worry about it. So I'll tell you when it's official. It'll be official when I hit start, which will be like in 2 minutes or 3 minutes. And I drop into your GCs, and then anything from that point that you share, that's your official one. All right. And with that, everyone, we're going to call it here. We'll be back tomorrow at noon for Cast Out again. We'll reveal everything that happened with Flappy Nouns. We'll reveal the next challenge, which will be an elimination challenge. This one is a reward challenge. So each of the winning tribe members will win 5,000 DGen, not a tip, the actual DGen will be sent to your wallet. So very exciting. And anything else, Adrian or Ted, before we wrap for today?
Have fun.
Have fun, everybody.
Yeah, that's the new tagline. Have fun.
Have fun. Have fun. Just a little fun. Just a little fun.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for being here, Ted. We're excited to have you helping us out with our commentary. And we'll have a few other guest commentators popping in from time to time as well. This is going to be so much fun. So get ready, everybody, to outwit, outplay, outcast. Here we go. And with that,
Outlast.
One
of you is going to outlast.
Someone's going to make it. All right. Bye-bye.